distance?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, good to go. Right, we're up in what was the unsafe dormer. You'll be able to see on my left where the Acrows connect into the joists to hold the dormer up. We've screwed in a couple of 3x2s to give the Acrows a nice solid fix. Down below them, part of our new ceiling. You can see the 9x2 joists there that we've already fitted. The bit of stud work has already been built up to hold the dormer, some of the 3x2s. You can see that framework starting to go, that stud work starting to go up under the new dormer. I'm holding here, it's basically a strap for strapping pallets onto lorries. This was being used here to hold the props basically together. There we go. I've dropped the clip. We've not only got to hold the dormer up, we've got to stop the dormer doing that. In order to do it, and you will see we've still got one in place, we have a cargo strap. And we had two of those cargo straps between the two purlins holding the property together while we pulled the roof out. So the Acrows stopped it falling downward, the cargo straps stopped it scissoring outward.
That's fantastic. Now, something else that I noticed you're doing is you're dropping the ceiling. Why are you dropping the ceiling?
Well, the rooms in the property have got very, very high ceilings, higher ceilings really on the lower floors than we really need. The loft conversion, because it was built on top of the old ceiling in what must have really just been a storage area years ago, the loft conversion didn't have a great ceiling height. Also, we dropped the ceiling in order to give us more space in the room. If you think of the loft conversion as something inside a triangle, the lower inside that triangle we put the floor, the more space we gain inside that triangle for the loft. Additionally, one further benefit of dropping the ceiling, it means that we're able to put in some of the ceiling structure for the new ceiling before taking out some of the ceiling of the old structure. That means we're able to keep in some of the more critical bits of the old ceiling that are holding the house together before we get everything in that is eventually going to hold the house together in the future. You can see down on my left there, whilst we've got some of the new joists in below the old ceiling, we still have some of the old ceiling in on top of them. And that, putting the new ceiling in below, means that we can take out the old ceiling in stages, again keeping us nice and safe.
One more question is, this used to be a wall here with these bits of wood. Now you had some ideas that we discussed how to reuse that, so you can see it goes straight back to the wall.
In actual fact, area. Because we are dropping ceiling and gaining more space and more head height in the room, we will be able to access space that really wasn't practical to use in the old loft conversion. So we will be able to access an area which is probably 5 foot by 3 foot on one side of the doorway, and that will probably be usable room space. We will be able to access a small area, probably 2.5 foot by 3.5 foot, just behind where Ben is filming. We'll be able to access that area. That will probably be a nice, usable, good sized wardrobe after we drop the ceiling. Small space before wasn't usable, nice big space after we drop the ceiling. Great.
Fantastic, thank you.